Okay. Let's continue. Oh gosh. So, I guess, does this work? Let's test if the context switching works. For Slate Auto, right? Can you just give me a quick recap about the info that you found? What's the initial starting price? Send it. This is my feedback, which is that you aren't listening long enough. And what I mean by that, like, you are listening long enough. That's not what I meant. What I meant is, if I stop speaking, right, I have to use my keyword activation. And I really wish that you could choose when to um, perform the keyword activation by actively listening in and being like, oh, well, okay, like, he didn't say anything for 6 seconds. I think he's done with the conversation. Let me just go ahead and perform the key activation step, right? Send it. The spoken summary is no longer working. Please fix. Send it. Send it. I don't think the 6 seconds, whatever silence thing is working, and you turned on codecs instead of like whatever Mac OS app you built, which is where you should be handling all your microphone activities for the most part, I think. So, whoops on you. Send it. Hold on. Something went wrong with all of this. Send it again. Send it. I don't think send it's working anymore. I don't think the keyword activation works anymore. Send it. Oh, never mind. It does work. Send it. But it's glitching, so check the error log. So, yeah, it does work, but it glitches occasionally. Send it. I mean, like, you want both behaviors simultaneously, right? So, like, figure out how to do this. I uh, want you to figure out a solution and start implementation because you are smart. Send it.
Nine failures remain, concentrated in meta-speech aliases, 1 Ubuntu phrase, 2 Slate paraphrases, browser task ambiguity, and one routing failure remains. The misspelled spoken form Ubuntu stays active because micro incorrectly outranks the intended Ubuntu task.
Dude, what does that even mean? Okay. You just spoke words, so let's see. Okay, simultaneous behavior. Uh, but like Ubuntu, what? Why did you say that word? Send it? Send it's no longer working. How unfortunate. Oh, send it is working. Great. Like, is that a bug in the error? The whole, it appears to be a stale spoken summary. Um, I'm tracing which task queued it and tightening playback. Well, no, don't do it. Any task can do it, right? But you want to keep them in a queue, and you want like an agent to decide based on what else is happening. So you need that other agent to orchestrate and decide whether or not to play the audio. Send it. Send it. And when I say queue, like things can skip each other. It should be like an asynchronous queue, but the agent should decide what plays next because they shouldn't interrupt each other, and you need to only play them one after another. So like that's your limitation, but they get asynchronously decided on priority of what goes next. And just because something is next in the queue doesn't mean something else can't get priority. It just can't interrupt something that's actively playing, if that makes sense. Send it. So it started the codex check for some reason. No idea why. It's fine, it should be okay. Um we don't need a spoken summary every time. Sometimes it can just be a ping noise, which I'm okay with. And the ping noise just alerts me that it finished a task, but it's not so important and it's just working on the next thing. Oh, I don't know, like but yeah, I think we can do that. And I'll just trust you to determine when I want it, and I'll complain when you should have done a spoken summary and instead of ping, and we'll get better over time, I think. Send it. Okay, let's test if this works. So I want to change the topic to Slate Auto, the automobile. Send it. Oh, send it. Oh, cool, dude. This is working really, really well. Okay, yeah, no, can we push this to GitHub? I think that's probably. Hello? Okay. So the thing isn't working. Where it auto selects the mic. Maybe if we start a new chat, I don't know why. It also defaults to Terra Light. I think we need to change the model to Terra High as the default. Send it. Oh, okay. And it routed it back to this chat here. I guess that makes sense. Was that because it auto routed? I wish I could see that in the chat history that you explicitly auto routed or something. Just so I know that took place and it wasn't like a weird glitch. Because it changed from talking about Slate Auto to the Meta Ray Ban display chat, which is really talking about like this audio interface type stuff. Send it. Send it. I feel like you're making a lot of mistakes, and one of the things that I was wondering is like, if you're making that many mistakes, is there a better model available potentially that can be run on device? Like to replace this one. Send it. Or instead of changing model device, why don't like what if we just added certain words into the lexicon that you pick up? Because for example, meta, ray, ray, bans, bans, display. You often confuse bands, bans, with bands, bands. Bans. Send it. Can you send it? Dude, send it.
Voice mode is now active for this chat on the Logitech Brio. With Send It N 6-second silence submission enabled, try a short spoken message to complete the end-to-end check.
Okay. I'm talking right now, so hi, how are you? Uh, okay, I don't know, send it. Well, okay, maybe send it's not working. That's a bit unfortunate. Um, so I think we're going to do great things at some point. I don't know if it's through codecs as the interface potentially. Maybe there needs to be another pass through and we just work through the codec CLI and everything happens in VS Code. Minus cursor, but like everything else can happen in VS Code potentially. Send it. Send it. So what I'm thinking right now is like VS Code, it allows codecs extension, Claude extension, Gemini extension from what I know. I don't think it allows like a cursor extension, but that's okay. And yeah, maybe it's possible to um, route everything through VS Code instead of codecs because VS Code, what do you call it, is more open source than codecs. Do you think that would help solve some of the problems or issues that you're having? I'm doing this because I think you're struggling to build this, and it's you're limited due to, you know, what codex has available to you. What do you think? Do you like send it? Do you mean to turn off codex's like native diction and stuff? I don't know. And so, see, this is like another lexicon thing. Codec, CODEC, codex. Typically, sometimes I mean codec, but usually I mean codex when I have codex open. CODEX, right? Codex, yeah. I wonder if you just like get that or not, but yeah. Send it. Send it.
Update from Meta Ray-Ban display announcements. I confirmed the earlier switch was automatic, upgraded the local speech model, added Meta Ray-Ban vocabulary corrections, Made routing require explicit task names. Added visible routing breadcrumbs. And set Tara high as the default. The microphone is listening now.
Okay. Cool. So something that I have as a question. No, I don't have anything. Good job. Let's just continue onwards. You can ignore this one. I kind of want to just have a two-way conversation with you. And I feel like because you're thinking in this chat, you're not also conversing, you know? And we need to figure out what this looks like because there needs to be a conversational agent that also has access to all the CLI tools to look at the chats and update and speak back to me while I'm also talking back to it. You know what I mean? It would be really nice if you just respond back, oh yeah, I know what you mean. Send it. I think they recently announced something with a two-way API. I think it was Gemini or Claude. Maybe ChatGPT is going to release it eventually, but I think it's very obvious. But we'll see which one does it first. Oh, okay. Oh, that restarted for some reason. No idea why. What happened? Was the overclock unstable? Windows rebooted? It's really Windows reboot.
Update from Yeah. A local task router is live, tested, and pushed in draft pull request 1. It keeps rapid follow-ups on the verified destination, routes only grounded matches, and stays put on ambiguous topics. Microphone echo and spoken audio gating remain the next separate milestone.
Why don't you just start working on the milestone in a different chat? You know what I mean? And, like, we do all the queued up items. You need to get better at parallelizing these different chats that we're doing. Whenever I say send it. Send it.
The test reached codecs through silence, and I fixed both send it failures. Phrase matching and opaque composer submission. The service is listening again. A CLI, our observer voice daemon with VS Code, our cursor as the front end is the stronger long-term architecture.
Alright, cool, bro. Well, is there... Yeah, you're doing the two-way API thing. You're researching. Okay, so it was a Windows update. Okay, and I have a code now.
Meta Ray-Ban display was announced September 17, 2025, and became available in the US September 30th. The biggest later updates were EMG handwriting, teleprompter, expanded walking navigation, caption calls, and planned Muse Spark support. International expansion was paused because supply was limited.
Hold
Yes, it is working. The Meta Ray-Ban display research task is active, and I can continue researching or start a fresh chat when you want.
on. Okay, you're speaking to me now. This is cool.
Great, spoken summaries are working.
Yeah, no, this is... it works!
I fixed the voice service. It is running again, and the Mac speech test completed successfully. Please tell me whether you heard the test audio.
Yeah, I heard the test audio, dude. Thank you.
I understand. The direct test was picked up but not submitted. Normal summaries pause the listener, and only your spoken phrase send it submits a request.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I can get used to this. You just kind of
Got
have
it.
to fill
The voice
out...
loop is now operating normally.
Okay. We just have to figure out, like... I don't know. Let's test it. So the next thing
Context switching did not occur because your request clearly matched this task. Meta Ray-Ban display started at $799, including the neural band.
I don't know why you keep saying Meta Ray-Ban's display started at $799 at the neural band. Anyway.
I changed the voice loop to submit automatically after 6 seconds of silence. You no longer need to say send it. Speak normally and pause when you are done.
Yeah, I'm not say. Oh, okay. Okay, let me be quiet for a bit, and let's test
The voice
it.
loop now supports both options again. Say send it for immediate submission, or stop speaking for 6 seconds and it will submit automatically.
Okay, let's test it. Let's both be quiet for that time.
Hybrid voice mode is implemented. Say send it for immediate submission, or remain quiet for 6 seconds. Spoken summaries now take priority so they cannot become accidental user submissions. Ubuntu came from a background routing test that was accidentally read aloud here. I fixed the session filter so only this visible task can speak its summaries.
I see.
The asynchronous scheduler is implemented. Audio never interrupts audio, but new updates can change what plays next because the queue is re-ranked after every spoken summary.
Thanks. Please stop speaking for a little bit until I tell you again. This doesn't mean, like, edit your code or anything
I
like
confirmed
that.
the earlier switch was automatic, upgraded the local speech model, added Meta Ray-Ban
look,
vocabulary corrections,
sometimes
made routing require
pretend-
explicit task names,
Dude,
added visible
pretend
routing
you're a human
breadcrumbs,
being.
and set
Pretend you're a
Tara
human
high as
being.
the default. The microphone is listening now.
No, stop. Pretend you're a human being and I asked you to be quiet. I need you to mute yourself and not speak to me because you're making too much
The
noise.
test reached codecs through silence, and I fixed both send it failures. Phrase matching and opaque composer submission. The service is listening again.
You're annoying
A CLI, our observer voice daemon with VS Code, our cursor as the front end is the stronger long-term architecture.
Okay, look. You're annoying me and I need you to be quiet.
Meta Ray-Ban display was announced September 17, 2025, and became available in the US September 30th. The biggest later updates were EMG handwriting,
keep talking
teleprompter,
about the Meta
expanded
Ray-Ban?
walking navigation, caption calls, and planned Muse Spark support. International
Oh my
expansion
god,
was
but
paused
why?
because
Why
supply
are
was
you
limited.
talking about that? Stop. 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 Send it.
Yes, it is working. The Meta Ray-Ban display research task is active, and I can continue researching or start a fresh chat when you want.
Start a new chat and name this chat AI chat loop.
Great, spoken summaries are working.
Send it.
I fixed the voice service. It is running again, and the max speech test completed successfully. Please tell me whether you heard the test audio.
I heard the test audio and
I understand. The direct test was
it's
picked up
annoying.
but not submitted. Normal summaries pause the listener, and only your spoken phrase send it submits a request. Got it. The voice loop is now operating normally.
This is annoying. Okay.
Context switching did not occur because your request clearly matched this task.
Yo,
Meta Ray-Ban display
stop speaking.
started at
Stop speaking.
$799, including the neural band. I changed the voice loop to submit automatically after 6 seconds of silence. You no longer need to say send it. Speak normally and pause when you are done. The voice loop now supports both options again. Say send it for immediate submission, or stop speaking for 6 seconds and it will submit automatically. Hybrid voice mode is implemented. Say send it for immediate submission, or remain quiet for 6 seconds. Spoken summaries now take priority so they cannot become accidental user submissions. Ubuntu came from a background routing test that was accidentally read aloud here. I fixed the session filter so only this visible task can speak its summaries. The asynchronous scheduler is implemented. Audio never interrupts audio, but new updates can change what plays next because the queue is re-ranked after every spoken summary. Update from Meta Ray-Ban display announcements. I confirmed the earlier switch was automatic, upgraded the local speech model, added Meta Ray-Ban vocabulary corrections, made routing require explicit task names, added visible routing breadcrumbs, and set Tara high as the default. The microphone is listening now. The test reached codecs through silence, and I fixed both send it failures. Phrase matching and opaque composer submission. The service is listening again. A CLI, our observer voice daemon with VS Code, our cursor as the front end is the stronger long-term architecture. Meta Ray-Ban display was announced September 17, 2025, and became available in the US September 30th. The biggest later updates were EMG handwriting, teleprompter, expanded walking navigation, caption calls, and planned Muse Spark support. International expansion was paused because supply was limited. Yes, it is working. The Meta Ray-Ban display research task is active, and I can continue researching or start a fresh chat when you want. Great, spoken summaries are working. I I fixed the voice service. It is running again, and the max speech test completed successfully. Please tell me whether you heard the test audio. I understand. The direct test was picked up but not submitted. Normal summaries pause the listener, and only your spoken phrase send it submits a request. Everything is ready. Tell me what you want to tackle next.
Okay. We're gonna stop. Good night.